So it's Monday. It's a very cold Monday. It's -6 degrees. For those of you watching in Fahrenheit, it's 19. I think that was right. Maybe that's what Google said this morning. It's so cold that I'm wearing women's underwear. Yeah, you heard that right. I'm wearing women's underwear. I'm not afraid to say it. There's a story behind it, and it's not as weird as it sounds. So this weekend, we knew it was going to get cold. So we ran out to the local big box sporting goods store to buy some skiing underwear. And went to the men's section. And, being the peak of the skiing season, they were completely out of it. In my size, anyway. If I was really small or extra large, yeah, I'd have been fine. But my size, nah. So my wife suggested, we'll just go over to the women's side. So we did. Went one size larger and got some skiing underwear. They seem to fit. Have a little extra room in the hips, but that's all right. Anyway, that's a funny story I thought I'd share with you. I also got some new pants from the hunting section. I'm wearing these over my jeans, over the skiing underwear, and it's all keeping me warm in the shop, which is a good thing because it's cold outside. So yeah, I know it feels like it's been a week of indecision and going back and forth on things, but I think I finally see the way forward. Being able to, figuring out that this rocker panel needs squished a bit, it really opens up the door to moving forward. So what I'm going to do now is repair the door, like I said before. Hey, that rhymes. Just so I'm sure that I can get a straight line along the bottom. So I'm going to do the door. I'm going to tack weld the rocker panel in place. And then I'll be able to, adjust the two fenders, and we'll all be happy, and we'll be able to move on from the door gaps. Yay! That's the plan. Well, good morning. Well, almost lunchtime. I just get here to the shop. It's a little cold. The reason I'm late is new toys. But before I play with that, I'm going to use it as motivation. I want to get the door done on the driver's side. So before I can open my new toy, I have to fix that door. So I got rust converter on this. Before I cut out, before I make this piece, I want to attach this piece to make sure everything lines up in the right spot. And to do that, I have an overlap here and here, which is rusty, so I scraped it off and put rust converter on it. I also did inside there because once this is welded back together, it's gonna be hard to get in there. So while that's converting, I think the only thing to do is open that up. Well, there she is in all her glory. And yeah, you saw me. I had to go to the instruction manual. But don't worry, it was in French. I didn't read it. Couldn't read it. Well, look at the pictures. Check this out. It's got freaking lasers. I don't know why they're shining all the way back here, but freaking lasers. I wonder how accurate that is. I'll have to check it out. Oh, and it runs. Look. Now, aren't you excited? Now, this would be a nice piece of equipment to have in my shop. Now, maybe, if I had something to drill. Oh, wait, I think I do. Alright, so, I have the first one in place. I've given up on the little vise that they sent with us. This is something a little more beefy. Not exactly sure where it came from. I know it's been kicking around for a long time. Probably my grandfather's. One of the two. Anyway, I think everything's locked down tight. And it's squared up. Seems to be. So, let's give it a go. Just like that, we're through. Now, the unfortunate part is that I can't go deep enough to get all of the rest of it, so I have to flip it around to do the other side. Once you drill out the pins, you're usually never going to get it exactly aligned. So you end up with something like this. And because that's slightly off, it's cut off the tension that's holding it in there. So it's easy to knock out with a drift. One of these. So then, a nice clean hole you can run your pin into. Don't forget these washers that go in there. Then you have a nice stiff hinge with no wobble. Yay! If you like this video, click the like button below. If you want to come along on the ride as we complete this project, click the subscribe button. If you want to make sure Google reminds you every time there's a new video, click the alarm bell. Your support is very much appreciated.